Hey everybody, welcome to this week's edition of the Wednesday Wrap. This is my weekly vlog series where I talk about all kinds of different things that are interesting to me. Mostly we talk about the projects that I've been working on, some racing, a little bit of television, some football, etc. So yeah, we'll just kind of get started today. As always, we'll start with the projects. As you can see behind me, I've got the four-wheelers out of the shed. I'm going to be putting them up for sale. I've got them running, so been working on them the last few days, but yeah, there'll be another video on that. Let's go over to the other side of the garage, because just last week you saw the Oldsmobile was on this side of the garage. Well, now it is over on this side, and I'm going to show you a problem that I've got right now. You see how you can see all the way through the car and it's nice and clear? Yeah, I'm still waiting on the damn tin guy to get a hold of me. And we keep saying we're going to get together and, well, we keep missing each other. Hopefully one of these days we'll actually get together and get the damn window tinted. I'm getting tired of that. Well, let's see. Yeah, we're still waiting on this project. It's coming. As far as other projects, the 300 is just see sitting out there. Not a whole lot going on with that right now. Got it back from the shop. I think last week I think it might have still been in the shop where we just got it back. But yeah, everything came out good on that. Pretty happy. Still working on doing a dyno day, but get there. And then let's go out here and let's take a look. That parking spot's empty. That parking spot's empty. That parking spot's empty. Oh, there's the 300. Over here, well, that parking spot's empty, and well, so is the one right here. Seem to be missing a couple things. Well, the roommate is now officially moved out, and that's actually going to start on another project or an idea I've got going. Tell you more about that probably in another video. Been putting a lot of thought into it, so hopefully you'll really enjoy that. But the other thing that's missing is a Silverado. The Silverado is now sold, delivered it last week as I said I was going to. Everything closed fine, and that is now down the road. I'm pretty sure the guy that bought it's going to be really happy with it. He seemed really excited, so, and I'm pretty happy to get rid of it. It's been here long enough. So let's move on to the next part of the Wednesday wrap, and be right back. So, what we're going to do, go for a little drive here, enjoy the weather a little bit. Talk a little NASCAR, I think, because Formula One was not in action this last weekend. So it's strictly NASCAR, but all three series, the trucks, the Xfinity, and the Cup Series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks. There we go. We'll get it out. And, yeah, we're getting right down to crunch time. The trucks, Johnny Sauter had finally broke through with a win in the playoffs. He's now guaranteed a spot in the finals at Homestead Miami Speedway in the season finale, so he'll have a shot at the championship. He was my dark horse pick, which wasn't much of a dark horse, as I remember saying, because he's the defending series champion. Let's see. I think Christopher Bell's still going to make it pretty easily. Not really sure who the final two spots are. I really wouldn't bet against Crafton, but we'll see. You know, that's why they run the races. So I'm going to try something a little different this week. I'm going to try a ticker along the bottom. If you don't see a ticker and it ends up being something else, looks kind of stupid like we've been doing, well, it didn't work out. So, but yeah, check it out. We'll do the rattle camera stuff rattling around. We'll move that. So yeah, we're going to try something a little different. Show you the results from the last race at would have been Texas Motor Speedway. And then we'll also throw up the standings there. Hopefully they'll show up pretty decent. Give those a try. So then, yeah, moving to the Xfinity Series. Eric Jones was running there. He won the race. I think Ryan Blaney, also from the Cup Series, came in second. I think Elliott Sadler's leading the points. So I think it's a good chance that all 4 of the playoff contenders in the Xfinity Series that are going to transfer through to the finals are going to get in on points. I'm not sure if any of them will actually get a race win. So I'll have to double check on that. I don't think anybody else has won yet. Because I don't remember who won 2 weeks ago, or 2 races ago. But yeah, I think with that, so here's the standings here as I try to get on the highway. And here we go. So yeah, so that's what the race results were from Texas. Now take a look at the season standings. Like I said, I think the top 4 are going to make it in on points. I don't think we're going to have a race winner in that series, but we'll see. Let's see, in the Cup Series, wow, tons of action going on there. Between Martinsville 2 weeks ago, with all the excitement that jumbling up with the points there, to let's see, we've got Texas. Kevin Harvick pulled off the win, so him and Busch are now locked in. Kyle Busch, and you can see the results for the race at Texas. But then Martin Truex, he was actually able to lock in on points already. So there's only 1 spot open going into the last playoff qualifying race for 5 drivers. I think 3 of them have a shot at possibly pointing their way in. That would be Brad Keselowski, who I believe is in 4th right now. Then you've got Denny Hamlin, and then Ryan Blaney. I think those, if the race plays out right, they could all get in on points, depending on how they finish. But 2 of the guys, I think, are pretty much, they have to win or they're not going to make it. And that would be 7-time champion Jimmie Johnson, which is kind of hilarious that he actually has to win to get in, which he's more than capable of doing. Otherwise, you've got Chase Elliott in the 24 car, and it's actually hard to fathom that he hasn't won in the playoffs. He's been running so strong. Should have won at Martinsville. He led a bunch of laps at Texas. He's just been right there. So for him to go to Phoenix and throw W up wouldn't surprise me in the least bit. So that'll be interesting to watch that. And as you see on the ticker there, we've got the race results and the playoff standings. But silly season, my God. Silly season at the Cup level is at epic proportions this year, and it is in definitely full swing. Bunch of changes going on. We've got, obviously, Dale Jr. is retiring from the 88 car. I believe since he got married, it's just mellowed him out a little bit. So I think he's looking forward to that. Replacing him is going to be Alex Bowman over at Hendrick. He actually filled in for him last year when he had a concussion and he couldn't drive for a bunch of races. And Alex did a great job. So I think he earned that ride. I think he did a good job there. So that'll be fun to watch him grow as a driver. Also, at Hendrick, they are promoting William Byron, who's in the Xfinity chase right now and is looking pretty solid. He's going to be promoted up to drive the number 5 car, which seems kind of strange, because Casey Kane is actually moving to the 95 car. Now, what's really going to be jumbling things up and confusing some people is that even though William Byron's going to be driving the number 5 car, that's actually going to be changing numbers to the 24, which is currently Chase Elliott's number. Well, Chase Elliott is going to be moving and changing his number to the number 9, which was his dad's Hall of Fame number. So he's going to be staying with the same team, which is Jeff Gordon's old 24 team, but he's going to be running the number 9 number, whereas William Byron's going to be coming up. He's going to be running Casey Kane's team that used to be the number 5, which is now switching to the number 24. If that makes any sense. And Casey Kane's moving to the 95. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is retiring. Catching all this? All right. That's just the beginning. From there now, at Stewart-Haas, Danica Patrick does not have a ride. It was announced today that Eric Almirola is going to be taking over the number 10 car and bringing over the Smithfield Foods sponsorship. Where Danica's going to go, I have no idea. Also at Stewart-Haas, they are currently trying to re-sign Kurt Busch to continue driving the number 41 car. I think that's going to happen. I think it's going to get done. But stranger things are happening. Because speaking of retirements, Matt Kenseth, former champion, is now announced that he's going to be retiring at the end of this season. And it's not really by choice. It's actually kind of a forced retirement because he's going to be leaving the number 20 car at Joe Gibbs. And Eric Jones, who is on a 1-year deal at Furniture Row driving the number 77, is going to be moving to fill that ride. So Matt Kenseth is basically out of a ride now. Eric Jones has taken over the ride. And the Furniture Row team is actually going to just be shutting down the number 77 team. So, pretty kind of a shocker there that Matt Kenseth is actually going to be losing his ride. I thought for sure he would pick up a ride. I was actually expecting him maybe to go to the number 10, but that didn't happen. So, let's see. Other than that, yeah, there's some more stuff. Ryan Blaney is leaving the Wood Brothers, the number 21, and which is actually a satellite team of the Penske team. He's actually going to be going full-time at Penske. However, he's going to be driving the number 12 car. This is going to be a new team. Penske has run the 12 in the past. Actually, the Penske 22 car used to be the 12. So, going to be interesting I'm pretty excited for him to be over there. Replacing him at the Wood Brothers in the 21 car is going to be Darrell Wallace Jr., Bubba. So that's a really exciting opportunity for him. He actually, no, scratch that. So replacing him at Wood Brothers in the number 21 car is going to be Paul Menard. He's leaving Richard Childress Racing. Currently drives the number 27 car. He's going to be moving to the Wood Brothers and driving the number 21. I fully expect that he's going to be bringing the family sponsorship with him. He's had it, well, his whole racing career, and, well, it's a Menard name. I haven't heard of anybody replacing him in the number 27. I don't know if RCR is going to be shutting that team down, or maybe moving Brandon Jones there, or maybe bringing on Ty Dillon. I'm just not sure. So we'll keep an eye on that. Other changes, Eric Almirola, who's currently driving the number 43 car with Petty Motorsports, he's being replaced by Darrell Wallace Jr., Bubba Wallace. Congratulations to him. He filled in for Eric Almirola when Eric was out with a back injury and did a really good job. So pretty excited for him to get this opportunity. I hope he does a good job there. I don't think he's going to be a front runner just because that car is just not a very strong car. But we'll see. You know, they may actually start getting some engineering together and showing up with some speed actually. So I believe, yeah, that's kind of it for NASCAR. Let's see, events. Do we have any cool events going on? No, no events. What we did have was SEMA last week. As I had said on last week's Wednesday wrap, if you'd have been following me on Twitter or on Instagram, you would have seen some pictures from the show, some really awesome stuff, some really cool trucks, some pretty hot cars. Yeah, it was just really amazing stuff. Someday, I plan on getting out there and checking it out. I know I know a couple guys who've been out there, so it's definitely a bucket list item. I'm hopefully going to get out there one of these years. Let's see, events, I think that's about it. Nothing coming up as far as car, bike stuff. I know there's a European motorcycle show going on right now. I think there's been some announcements. I believe today BMW dropped a new K1600 touring bike, but I haven't really seen any details on that. So let's see. Yeah, that's I think that's going to be about it for the events. Let's see. Television and movies. Yeah, let's move on to that. That's oh wait, no, let's not do that. Let's get football out of the way really quick. Football, Vikings, bye week. Woo! Yay, no football for me to watch. Not that I have been. Coming out of the bye week, they're going to be playing Washington. If I saw the headline correctly, I believe they are going to be on the road, and they are a slight favorite. They're leading the division at 6-2. Since Rodgers has been out, the Packers have lost pretty much every game. So yeah, as long as they don't choke, Vikings probably should make the playoffs at this point. No. Okay, cruise control. Yeah, apparently it wanted to auto resume at 70. Learn not to hit the button so fucking much. Okay, fun stuff. Let's take a drink. I'm thirsty. Holy crap, farmers. Making plenty, big enough mess. Actually a pretty nice day today. It's about 44. It's not real windy. Let's actually open this up a little bit, get some light in here. Then once we get through with this, we'll maybe open up the sunroof, get some air in here. Oh, let's see. Gophers got their asses handed to them by Michigan. Not unexpected. Let's see. They do have a game against... I'm not even sure who it is. Yeah, I do. I've got it here. Michigan, they lost. Gopher football. They had lost to Michigan, as expected, and they lost bad. This week they go up against Nebraska, who's also not having a very good year. Maybe it should be a good game. I don't know. I may even just not even follow them much anymore. So we'll see. I say that every week. I got to come up with something different. Yeah, maybe I should watch like volleyball or swimming. I don't know. Who even cares about the Gophers? I should be talking about Maverick hockey. They're ranked number one in the division for WCHA, I believe is what I read. They're closing this weekend out the season against number 13 Providence, Rhode Island. I don't know, something like that. I'd have to look it up. But I'll put it up here if I actually find the right information. Also, the Maverick football team, which for those of you who don't know, the Mavericks are the Minnesota State University of Mankato campus mascot, and so otherwise formerly known as MSU. I don't even know if they like to be called that anymore. But yeah, it's the Mankato Mavericks, Mankato State Mavericks, MSU Mavericks, whatever you want to call them. The football team, I believe, is ranked number 2 in Division II football. Had a pretty good football team I don't even know how long. I think they've been good since after I left town 15 years ago. I don't know. But they're pretty good this year. Let's see, I don't even know what their schedule is. Maybe I'll look it up. Maybe I'll put it up here. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't care. I really don't. Let's see, what else? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go this way. Let's see, done with football and sports and what have you. Let's talk some TV. I believe we're going to be coming up to a break on the video here in a few minutes. I'll just keep an eye on that. We're rolling to 19. I believe it's 20. TV and movies. I actually was able to find some time to watch the Spider-Man Homecoming. That was pretty cool. Enjoyed that quite a bit. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't my favorite Marvel movie, but had some decent cameos from Iron Man and a couple of the others. So enjoyed that okay. But Thor Ragnarok is out in theaters this last weekend, and it's been getting nothing but awesome reviews. Everybody that's gone to see it has loved it. So I think I'm going to find some time, I don't know if it'll be this week or this weekend, but maybe next week, to actually go see it in the theater. So we'll see. If I do go see it, maybe I'll throw up a quick review about it, tell you what I think about the movie. Other than that, nothing too much movie. Marvel-wise, same old, still watching the same shows. I'm actually getting a little behind on a couple of the Marvel shows. Still way behind on the DC shows. Haven't even started. I do want to take some time, though, and I'm going to go off a little bit on... place I looked at buying. Looks like somebody bought it. I do want to go off on reality television car shows a little bit. I pretty much had my fill of them. I was exposed. I mean, everybody knows they're fake, but you don't really understand how fake they are until you actually see their production environment where they make the actual shows. And I was able to see the Gas Monkey Garage Fast and Loud production area when I was on the Power Tour last year. I may have mentioned this a couple times before, but it does not appear to be a fully functioning shop. It actually just is a bunch of actors, as best I can tell, in a building that they make up to look like a shop. They restrict access when you're a fan and you want to come check them out. Not real impressive at all. And it was actually disheartening. I won't even say disappointing, because like I said, the shows are fake. But it's disheartening to actually see how fake they really are. One of the shows I've enjoyed watching was Counts Customs, or Counting Cars, Counts Customs out of Las Vegas. And I liked the style that they would put on the vehicles that they would restore and customize. Wasn't a big fan of the Gas Monkey Garage style as much. So, I was really hopeful that Counts Customs and the Counting Cars was maybe a little bit different show. And found out, reading on the internet, some of the blogs, on some of the Twitter and Instagram feeds, that Rolly, who was one of the people who was on the show at Counts Customs, is no longer with the show. And the production company, nor Counts Customs, is releasing a statement explaining why he's not on the show anymore, why he was let go. We have heard Rolly's side of it on, I believe it was Twitter. Again, you can only believe what you know. I don't know anything, so I don't know what to believe. It'd be nice to get both sides, so then I can just kind of weigh in and decide what I'm thinking, but I don't know, just even without knowing, maybe it's just better off just to, forget those shows. I liked watching to see what they would do with the cars. I liked to see what their plans were, what the styling was, different things that they were doing. But the fake drama is just driving me nuts anyway. And then to find out there's actually real drama to go along with the fake drama, and that the shows aren't real. It's just all combination stuff. I'm just about had my fill. And even one of the other shows is Bitchin' Rides. They don't pretend to build cars in 3 weeks like they do on Gas Monkey Garage, which is just asinine. That's just stupid. Nobody builds cars that fast. We're talking 3 years, not 3 weeks. You can't even do it in 3 months. Bitchin' Rides out of Utah. They don't pretend to do the really fast turns. Some of their builds take 1, 2 years, 3 years, whatever. But then all their fake drama, and then his style is just not my thing. So I don't know. I've just kind of had my fill. I know there's a couple other ones that are on, like Velocity and what have you, that I wouldn't mind watching. So maybe I'll pick up a couple of those. Yeah, so we'll see. Guess I can just kind of get off my soapbox here a little bit. One show that is worth maybe mentioning is Grand Tour on Amazon. That was the old Top Gear guys from BBC, and they're now going into their second season coming up. Just read on Twitter today that Mike Skinner, the American, who was their test driver that was doing their test track for them, is not being brought back for the second season. Haven't heard officially from the show as to why. I'm guessing they just wrote that character out of the script, because it very much was scripted. Mike Skinner was basically trying to play up the American redneck stereotype, Southern dumb drawl, if you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. When in fact, Mike Skinner is actually a very knowledgeable and very competent race car driver. He's a former Truck Series NASCAR champion, along with he raced NASCAR Winston Cup, or whatever the title sponsor was back when he was racing, Sprint Cup or Nextel Cup or whatever cup. Very competent, race winner. Drove for Richard Childress Racing for a number of years. He was actually a teammate to Dale Earnhardt Sr. So he's a good driver. So I was actually kind of sad to see him go. I've actually seen his personal car collection on other television shows and on the internet, and he's definitely a car guy, so always liked him. So we'll see. I know the premiere's coming up for Grand Tour, so I'm sure it'll be enjoyable, but we'll see. Let's see. I think that's going to be about it, folks. Going to just go for a little drive here in the car today, put a few more miles on it, maybe get it washed, take it back to the garage. Remember, you can catch me on Instagram at ILAR01. You can also catch me on Twitter at ILAR01. I am rex.benjamin.ii on Facebook. Remember, if you like the video, click like, subscribe to the channel. Once you are subscribed, make sure you click the bell icon on the screen to make sure that you get notifications on when new videos are put up. Keep an eye on the channel. Been brainstorming really hard on making some changes. I want to kind of maybe change the format up a little bit. So we'll see. I've got a new series I think I want to get rolling. It's going to definitely tie in with the roommate moving out, and also not car related completely. Be a little bit of a tie-in, but yeah, watch for that. So thanks for watching, And I'll catch you next week. Thanks.